sports.
Few places are richer in tradition, more steep in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the first swing of the game. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV. Two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it again. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this double.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all offseason, and these players have too, and they'll be ready for some revenge.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. All kinds of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board front.
And set.
They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive.
It's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. The offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Looking downfield, it's Warren. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. The second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. Floating away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
Don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. He'll field the punt and take it back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Dropping back, it's Howard. Back open in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what
touchdown, Ohio State! What a catch and run for 6.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
On to attempt the try. Looking for a man. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put us. Return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
And it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here comes the two-point try. From the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these two programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. And the returner is stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Let's go! They're getting this guy lathered up. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Warren getting some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throwing right. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Getting deep in the third quarter, minute and a half to go here.
Get set.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
Oh, they want the two, and the holder tries to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the run...
And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal. And it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Roll it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a man, it's Warren. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket starts to go, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Picks up the ball and tries to... And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety. Kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback checking off.
Here we go.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To throw, it's Howard. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Firing deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs. It's been as if there were a wall keeping them out of the red zone. Finally inside the 20. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the... Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense will quickly use a timeout. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Lets it fly on the move. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. Looking to pass. The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. kick after that touchdown drive. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Right down the middle. Got his man. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.